From the jaw-dropping moments in our last video, things only get wilder this time. We're stepping deeper into the unstoppable world of massive goat farming. Inside America's booming goat industry, over 2.7 million goats are raised as of September 2025, packed into powerhouse states like Tennessee, Georgia, Kentucky, and North Carolina. But how do farms manage millions of animals flawlessly? Smash that like button and subscribe for more jaw-dropping farm operations and massive machines you won't believe actually exist. Deep in Georgia, one massive farm manages over 3,000 goats in a dry, perfectly controlled environment built for export. Precision feeding, strict health systems, and non-stop care turn this rugged land into a high-efficiency livestock powerhouse. At sunrise, the farmer releases thousands of goats across wide-open pastures, an unstoppable wave of movement, covering acres in minutes, as nature and precision collide in a breathtaking daily ritual. Breeding season explodes to life after a 145-day gestation, as waves of newborn kids flood the barns, turning farms into non-stop motion. Across the U.S., nearly 778,000 kids are born yearly, while Texas dominates as the nation's undisputed goat capital. Look closely, flies swarm the mother goats, covering their coats, yet the herd stays strong and healthy, thriving against the odds in this rugged farm environment. At just 1 week old, these baby goats already weigh around 11-13 pounds and are separated for maximum milk intake. Within a month, they're released outdoors, springing across open ground, building strength, and adapting fast to the wild rhythm of farm life. Just look at that tiny goat, pure charm, bursting with playful, irresistible energy. Ever dreamed of owning a goat like this, small, lively, and full of personality? It's like having a pocket-sized bundle of farmyard energy right in your hands. By 18 months, these goats hit full maturity, tipping the scales around 110 pounds strong, fully developed, and primed for high-demand commercial production across America's booming livestock industry. Comment 1. If these energetic little goats stole your heart, you won't believe how wild and lovable they truly are. Next, we head to Texas, the undisputed goat capital of America. With over 1.1 million goats, nearly 41% of the nation's herd lives here. An incredible 83% are raised for meat, powering one of the largest livestock industries in the country. Every morning, thousands of goats flood vast Texas pastures, grazing freely across open land. Sharp, highly trained herding dogs keep the herd in line and guard against predators like coyotes and wolves. Yet even with protection, roughly 1,100 goats fall victim to attacks each year. To keep pastures rich and parasites under control, ranchers constantly rotate their goats across different grazing zones, a simple yet powerful strategy that boosts grass recovery, protects herd health, and keeps thousands of animals thriving on ever-fresh land. The self-loading Jeulin Palès 600 roars through open fields, cutting and hauling massive loads of fresh forage, an all-in-one machine built for speed, power, and non-stop efficiency. Inside the barn, the Jeulin Palès 600 spreads fresh-cut forage with precision, feeding hundreds of goats in minutes, turning routine feeding into a fast, high-efficiency operation. The 180 horsepower New Holland T6 180 teams up with the Vicon 687T, slicing through massive fields with precision, turning acres of grass into perfectly cut forage in a powerful, non-stop harvesting run. The EHB automatic straw system slices and spreads dry bedding into clean, even rows across the barn, cutting labor, saving hours of manual work, and drastically reducing airborne dust for a cleaner, healthier environment. The Stallboy feed robot glides down barn aisles, constantly pushing feed hay, silage, TMR right within reach, running on schedule or non-stop. It boosts intake, keeps goats feeding longer, and drives faster, stronger growth across the entire herd. This machine cruises barn aisles, using dual-sided pushers to pull feed right back to the trough. Fully automated, it runs multiple times daily, keeping feed fresh, accessible, and livestock constantly eating without human effort. The compact Bobcat S70 skid steer powers through tight barn spaces, clearing waste in minutes, keeping goat pens clean, dry, and well ventilated with speed, precision, and non-stop efficiency. In California, the game shifts to dairy. Out of roughly 97,000 goats, nearly half are raised for milk, fed high-protein, nutrient-rich diets. These goats produce an impressive 911 pounds of milk daily, turning farms into high-output dairy powerhouses. In modern facilities, automated milking systems handle up to 90 goats at once, fast, precise, and ultra-clean. From there, fresh milk flows straight to processing plants, keeping production seamless and efficient. Next stop, Wisconsin, the heart of premium goat cheese. Here, rich goat milk is transformed into top-tier products, crafted for both U.S. markets and global export demand. Globally, powerhouse nations like France, Spain, and South Sudan dominate the goat cheese scene, producing massive volumes and setting the standard for flavor, tradition, and large-scale production. Goat farming in the U.S. isn't just food production, it's a high-tech, large-scale system, blending innovation, expertise, and massive operations. What do you think about this process? Have you ever tried fresh goat milk or rich, creamy goat cheese? Comment 1 in the comments if you love fresh goat milk, smooth, rich, and unforgettable. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more incredible farm stories. But that's just the beginning now. Let's shift gears and dive into the raw power of logging machines, where massive timber meets unstoppable cutting technology. This is insane. Watch the Ponce Ergo logging machine crawl down a near vertical mountainside, gripping unstable ground as gravity threatens to pull this multi-ton beast straight down. What just happened? Disaster unfolds. A logging tractor is trapped deep in a swamp, sinking fast as water creeps higher. Its wheels spin wildly, fighting for grip, while even a powerful bulldozer struggles to pull it free. In a last-ditch effort, an excavator swings in, lifting the bogged-down logging tractor inch by inch. Against all odds, the massive machine finally breaks free, rising out of the swamp. The Ponce Scorpion roars to life, powered by a 286 horsepower Mercedes-Benz diesel deep in the forest. A towering tree dozens of feet tall is gripped, cut, and processed into perfect logs within seconds. This isn't manpower, it's the raw force of modern logging technology unleashed. The MORBARK 50/48X unleashes over 1,500 horsepower of pure destruction, devouring massive logs and crushing everything in its path. Whole trees disappear in seconds, transformed into shredded material by this unstoppable industrial beast. The Komatsu 840 powers through the forest, gripping massive logs and stacking them onto its back with precision, turning heavy timber into a smooth, controlled loading operation in seconds. Two workers stand inches from a towering, charred tree, chainsaws screaming as sawdust blasts like smoke. A deep cut spreads, the trunk cracks, one wrong angle, and this multi-ton giant could crash down instantly. The Caterpillar 299D2 XHP charges through thick brush, unleashing raw power, crushing trees into debris piles in seconds, turning dense terrain into cleared ground with unstoppable force and precision.